I want to share with you back when my wife and I were first getting married. Before we got married, we bought a mobile home. Now, back then, they were called trailers. Now they're called mobile or pre-construction homes. And we got to set it up in mobile park, and I was just so proud of it. And I would get off work every day, and I would drive out to where we had our new home, and I would start remodeling, putting flowers in and making sure everything was just right, because I couldn't wait for the surprise of carrying my wife across the threshold. With all the work I put down posies and flowers, and I got lawn chairs and all that. I put carpeting down inside instead of tile, which they had back then. And everything was just beautiful. I had, back then, a nice black and white TV and a nice stereo system with big speakers, and it was just wonderful. And the day before we were going to get married, I was just so proud of this place. I found out my Aunt Ruby and Uncle Dick were going to drive all the way down from New Jersey to Daytona Beach to see our wedding, and then spend the night and get the next morning and go back to New Jersey. They were only going to be here for a short period of time. I thought, oh, that was so nice. I told Mom and Dad, I said, tell you what, why don't we do it this way? Let Aunt Ruby and Uncle Dick have my room at the house. I'll go stay in my mobile home. So I said, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Well, I'm sitting there enjoying myself, having a nice cool drink, and I'm looking out at all the work I have done and the pretty flowers, and I know my bride is going to be so proud of what I've done. She's just going to love me for it. Oh, it's just so great. And all of a sudden, I hear a knock on the door. And I walk over, and there's Aunt Ruby, Uncle Dick, and they brought their little puppy dog with them. I was just so amazed over here. And I opened up the door, and the old puppy dog come in. He got a little bit of mud on his feet, so he got some on the carpet. That's okay. Got Aunt Ruby and Uncle Dick in there, and we're just having a wonderful time chatting back and forth. And I watched the little doggy. He runs down the hallway and runs into one of the bedrooms. And he's in there for a little while. A couple minutes later, he comes out, and he's got one of the pillows off the bed. He's dragging it down the hallway, and he brings it into the middle of the living room, starts rolling all over with it. I'm thinking, Ruby, Uncle Dick, don't say something. They didn't say nothing. I said, that's hurt the pillow. They said, yeah, I'm not going to take it away from him. That's a good idea. So I took it, put it away. And then we're talking a little bit more, and the doggy, he goes behind the couch and gets real quiet. Oh, no. I walk over. He did a poopy and a pee-pee right there on my nuts on carpet on the side of my couch. Look what the dog did. And I said, oh, bad dog. I said, yeah, bad dog. He said, maybe you ought to have him outside. I said, that's a good idea. So Uncle Dick puts the dog outside, and I'm cleaning up all the mess there. And then I sit down, and I look outside, and there's the dog over my flower beds, digging everything up, rolling around in it, jumping up on my patio furniture, dirt and mud all over. I thought, God, he's killing me. Guys, I got to bring the dog back in. So open the door, and the dog comes down. He's got mud all over it. Oh, something terrible. And he goes over and he starts chewing on the electrical wire to my radio. And I started saying something. I thought, oh, wait, this might be a good thing. Anyhow, he stops doing that. Then he jumps up my lap. Oh, he smells terrible. He got fleas all over him. I said, oh, look at this dog. You see if you don't think he needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And he gets over there and he says, oh, yeah, look here, Ruby. That dog needs a good washing. He's got fleas all over him. So needs to have something done with him. Thank goodness. Well, I decided I got to get them a nice cold drink. So I go in, I open up the refrigerator door to get them a soda. And when I did, the dog comes up, grabs a piece of meat that I was going to have for supper, and gets out and starts pulling out. I picked up a towel and I whacked him like that. And Uncle Dick said, what happened? I said, the dog is just not behaving. And I was just going to tell him, look, I can't take this anymore. You're going to have to leave. But just before I did, Uncle Dick says, now, Ray, we've got to leave right now. Your mom and daddy's fixing supper for us, so we're going to leave, and we'll meet you at the church tomorrow. So thank you, Lord. Thank you. That dog is dead. Well, they get up, walk out, they get in the car, crank up, and say, see you tomorrow. So don't you be forgetting something? The Ruby, that's the first. Yeah, I got the first. So now we got everything. So what about the dog? So what about the dog? That wasn't their dog. Right? They pulled up in their car and they walked up my front door and the dog come. They thought it was my dog. And I looked down and I thought it was their dog. Well, since that day, anybody comes up to my house and I got a pet, I slam the door in the face.